Breaking overnight, Tyler police are investigating a double homicide at an apartment complex on the southeast side of the city. Just before 10 o'clock last night, officers were called to the Royal Crest Apartments on Sybil Lane, just off Paluxy Drive. Here's new video from the scene. This is where officers found two people dead from multiple gunshots inside a vehicle at the apartment complex's parking lot. Right now, their names are being withheld until family members are notified. A short time after that call, police responded to a home on Park Place across from the apartment complex where someone else reported being shot. He was taken to a Tyler hospital, and right now we don't have an update on his condition. Anyone with information on this is asked to call Tyler police right away.